What is going on out there, peeps? Man, okay, so look, there's a lot of reasons to be excited. There's some things happened yesterday, or I should say last night, while you were sleeping. We will go over those here in a couple of minutes, but I just want to comment on the vibe. Even some of the naysayers that I usually hear from starting to slightly sway in the other direction. They're starting to see a lot of things happening. Now, I don't know if that's just the power of positive thinking. There's a lot of good vibes out there, and so it's just kind of pulling those individuals over to the positive side because I believe those types of things happen. But little did I know that this guy, he does look like the mayor from the Nightmare Before Christmas, by the way. So, yeah, it's looking good, you guys. So, some big steps happened last night, but before we get there, let's go over this. Look, you guys, I got Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as my YouTube channel. All right, you guys, there's a link in the description. Come join us. We talk about investments in here. The dinar, the dung, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies. So, I encourage you guys to please come join us. It is free to do so. For those of you who like the conspiracy side of things, we have the hidden things in front of your eyes. We talk about all kinds of things in here. Current events, false flag events, 9/11, chemtrails, different things, Jacera, Nicera as well. All right. And just so you guys are aware, there is a YouTube channel called The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes that goes along with this particular Facebook group. I do have one, of course, as you know, for the Pimpy's Investment Chat, but there is one called The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes. There will be some new videos going up today. All right. Anyways, let's get into the news because, of course, it's a little exciting. So let's just go down the list here and then we'll get to the good stuff. So this is big. Iraq begins an urgent plan to cut oil productions. Okay, so and for those of you who are unaware, when they cut oil production, that drives the price of oil up. So as you know, if you've been following and listening to us, Iraq, between the coronavirus and the fact that they couldn't get their government together and the fact that they rely 100% on, 98% on oil revenues, any major event that affects that really affects their money for their budgets. And sure enough, lo and behold, between the coronavirus and the oil war between Saudi Arabia and Russia, it really hurt the Iraqi people. It hurt the Iraqi government. So this is a good sign that the things are starting to really go in their direction. A lot of positive vibes going in their direction. Let's hope it keeps up. So an OPEC delegate said on Saturday that Iraq has informed the organization that would begin an urgent plan to gradually reduce its production, fully compliant with its share, after the organization demanded that Baghdad and other members abide by the agreement to reduce production. The delegate added that Iraq's plan would include reaching an agreement with oil companies to start significant reduction in the Iraq fields operating there and reach an agreement with the Kurdistan regional government to contribute to the total reduction according to Reuters. So this, it's funny because they make it look like there's a battle going on, like, Iraq wants to produce more. Now, here's my thing. You could produce less and let the money go up, or you could just, saturate the market, which in my opinion is really bad. So I know that Iraq is desperate to find a way to make up for a lot of the money that they need just to survive over there. But I mean, I have a solution. I'm sure you guys already know what that solution is. Raise the damn rate, all right? So meanwhile, OPEC, Russia, and their allies prepare to extend record cuts in oil production until the end of July, after crude prices doubled in the past 2 months. For their efforts, that resulted in the withdrawal of nearly 10% of the global supply from the market. As usual, we're talking supply and demand. This is good. According to the draft declaration seen by Reuters, with the start of the video conference, the group known as OPEC Plus, from countries that exceeded their quotas in May and June, such as Nigeria and Iraq, is to request compensation for this through an additional cut in the period from July until September. So it looks like they got a long-term plan to really just reduce the amount of oil that is on the market. All right, so that's what we're looking for in this long-term. Well, I wouldn't say long-term, short-term. I mean, it's for this year. So Brent benchmark crude rose nearly 6% on Friday to be traded at nearly $42. That's the highest it's been in 3 months. So the price had fallen below $20 in April, but prices are still 1/3 lower than where they were at the end of 2019. They will get there. I know they were projecting to be at $40 by July. I was saying June. They're there now. I have a feeling they should be somewhere in the 50s by July, which is where they want to be. For us Americans, look, remember June 6th was D-Day. It was the turn of the World War II, and it went in the favor of Americans as well as our allies. Actually, I seen a documentary on this. Just seeing this D-Day makes you kind of emotional, and because I watched a live, well, it wasn't live film, but film that was filmed both from the German side and the American side, which is weird because the Germans actually filmed it, and to see so many men just wiped out on the beach was really sad to see. It was just really sad. But anyways, I got distracted. Sorry. So in the documents, the Alphabet News published local and external borrowing laws. Okay, there you go. You want to know what happened to the borrowing laws? There it is. Yep. I'm just teasing. There's no translation there, okay? So this is talking about the popular crowd. That's me and a few other people. Just teasing. There's no truth to what it has been circulated regarding the placement of the president of the commission. All right, so this is going on to one of the factions that vote, one of the blocks that vote within Parliament. It looks like one of their leaders might have resigned, so that's the rumor going around. On Saturday, the PMF denied that the head of the organization had been replaced by another, but down below you'll see an article saying that he resigned. So interesting. So Parliament raises its session to Monday. Okay, so we're good now, and it's not going to start back up again till Monday. Parliament ends the second reading of the domestic and foreign borrowing bill to finance the fiscal deficit. Again, I can't stress this enough. We don't want to borrow externally. Just raise the rate. Okay, raise the rate and borrow internally. So, Parliament initiates the second reading and discuss the draft domestic and external laws. As soon as I saw this, for some reason, I just thought of Q. For you QAnon followers, this is like the Iraqi version of Q, it looks like, huh? Anyways, that's the first thing that caught my attention. Okay, come on, let's go down here. So, here we go. The Al-Fatah bloc explains why Amiri resigned from the Parliament. So right now there is, this person's resigning, but I don't want to read this long article because right now it doesn't have anything to do with what we're doing about. There's a link in the description. You're welcome to come and read it and see. Here's more about this. I'm trying to get to Parliament passes vacant bank candidates and succeeds in completing Al-Kadhimi's government. Yes, it's okay. You can clap like this, or you can do the Pimpy dance. It's okay. So it looks like his cabinet is complete. I didn't see anything missing. So on Saturday, the House of Representatives voted on the 7 vacant portfolios in the government for Al-Kadhimi. The media department of the Parliament said in a statement that these are the people that were voted in. I don't see anywhere where it says there's any spots remaining to be voted on. So it looks like finally Al-Kadhimi has a complete cabinet. Yay! Also, the House of Representatives votes to approve Hussein, the foreign minister. Okay, so that's there. And then again, it just goes on to talk about, this other bloc that's having a problem within it and somebody resigning. With the participation of Iraq, OPEC meets today to discuss the effect of reducing its oil. We know what their goal is. We know what their plan is. So, look, the truth of the matter is everything is... Oh yeah, one last thing here. I do want to read this one. Halabasi and Kadhimi make a promise to the minorities to represent them in the Iraq government. Look, Al-Kadhimi, man, is just really making sure that he is going to be a leader for the people. And I mean all of them. He seems legit and he seems sincere. So let's hope it stays that way. Representatives of minorities in the Iraq parliament said on Saturday the Prime Minister Al-Kadhimi promised to grant minorities government representation, stating that there is a ministerial entitlement to minorities in Al-Kadhimi's government. See, again, he's making it inclusive. That's what I love to hear. So, Representative Abbasis told a press conference in the presence of representatives, I'm not going to try to say their names, heads of the parliament ministry, stressed that the need to give minorities ministerial representation within his government. Okay, so good. This is what I'm talking about. I wanted to show this because, look, Al Khatimi, man, everything we read and things that are not related to the Iraqi dinar, but just in general, his involvement on doing what it takes and to do it quickly to get Iraq back into the international scene and back to being a strong, productive government is very impressive. He is already focused on developing other forms of income outside of the oil. And so he seems to be making that a priority where other PMs didn't really seem to be focusing in these areas. They seem to be focusing on a lot of internal turmoil. So it looks like everything is rocking and rolling, you guys. This is what we like. This is what we want to see. So I was happy to see that his cabinet was completed. I know they voted on it. Good. Oil production's reduced. Good. Rate change? I sure hope. I sure hope so. All right. So, anyways, just it's looking good. Al Khatimi, very impressive. News is good. I feel good about this. I hope you guys do. There is a lot of positive vibes going out there, and so this is a good thing. All right, you guys. Anyways, that's the Iraqi news for now, and I'll catch you later.